If you've read the title of this video, you know that I am drowning in my shame. Not really. I've simply come to the realization that if I keep collecting books at the rate I have been since I had my own money to spend, forget my shame, I will be drowning in books before long. And while that does sound like a pretty nice way to go, it is unfortunately a necessary cautionary tale for all ye fellow bookworms like me. What I'm trying to say is I now find myself the owner of a kobo libra color e-reader.
Kobo.
And I'm obsessed. I never ever thought I would have an e-reader. I have always been a physical book girl. Give me a beautiful cover. Give me tactile, ideally floppy pages. Give me that unmatched book smell. That has not changed. I just now have a newfound appreciation for this amazing, magical creation. Let me tell you why. First, the colors. Also, yes, I am currently reading Brotherless Night. Before, when friends would try to turn me onto their Kindles, all I could think was, that is so freaking ugly. I would rather gouge out my eyes than read on this. Okay, yeah, so maybe it was tolerable, but what do you mean when you put it to sleep it shows some ugly black and white ad? No. Then I saw an e-reader with color. Browse this little device and you're met with a gorgeous, colorful display of books, as if you're browsing a bookshop website. Even better, as I have displayed already, the cover of the book you're reading will show up in all its glory even when the kobo is asleep. I have also never been able to get into annotating books. I usually read before bed, propped up on pillows, or like sprawled on my back, and I find it very difficult to highlight in different colors, take notes, underline, without immediately hating everything I've done because it looks bad, and then lo and behold, the book is ruined. Not only that, but I don't know how I feel about writing in my books at all. Especially in pen, it just kind of feels like very permanent vandalism, frankly. Although I do understand the appeal of having a library full of your annotated books. My e-reader has taken all the complications out of annotating my books. I can highlight in different colors, take notes in different colors, type up notes, create special keys for each book, and see all my annotations in one place. It makes annotating so easy. I can take notes while I'm lying in bed or curled up on the couch. I can highlight without worrying about ink bleeding or my lines being crooked. Game changer. This isn't an ad. This isn't an ad. Okay? But a third thing I love about my e-reader is instant gratification that doesn't break my bank. And this is probably what you've heard 1,000 times before from people who are always trying to push their e-reader on you. But unfortunately, all those e-reading nerds that you tried to ignore for years were right. They were right. They were right. Listen, I don't condone overconsumption of any kind, even when it comes to books. But there is something so satisfying about deciding I want to read something one moment, and the next moment, owning that book. Going on holiday? You can instantly get the perfect beach read that you want to bring with you. None of your own books fitting the vibe you're looking for? Not to worry. You have all the books in the world at your fingertips. Better yet, want to read a book that is too ugly or embarrassing to have in your physical collection? Look no further. And the best part of it all, these books are freaking cheap. I'm talking like 99 cents, $2.99. Okay, maybe $5.99. There are deals all the time. You can decide what to get based on sales that are going on. In other words, you can feed your insatiable reading appetite and meet your ambitious annual reading goal without going broke and without becoming a cautionary tale to other bookworms of the one that consumed too much and drowned in the pages of their precious books.
Excellent!
I will never stop collecting books. It is one of my great joys in life. Not only that, but with mega corporations like Amazon deciding that the books we buy no longer belong to us, I am a stronger believer than ever in owning physical media, especially if it's thrifted. Nothing really compares to wandering through the aisles of a secondhand shop, discovering gems, and bringing meaningful, tangible works of art into our home, where they are safe from algorithms and data being shared with greedy billionaire companies.
But
With all that being said, thanks to my Kobo Clara blah blah blah. Thanks to my Kobo Libra Color e-reader. Thanks to my Kobo Libra Color e-reader, I can keep my book consumption in check. And have fun too! Seriously, this isn't an ad. Thank you so much for listening to my confession. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.